At the end of the series, we're going to be holding the World Championships, but some countries haven't yet decided who's going to represent them. So, tonight, for our special event, fighting for the right to fight for Germany, hey, it's the German invasion!
From Adenval in Germany, Ansgar 3.
Fought in the German wars, lost its only battle.
This is Johann and Sasha. They are both from Germany. Now, this is for a place in the World Championship you're fighting for.
Yeah, we are fighting for the place in the World Championship, and we built a walker. That means our robot is double as heavy as the other bots, and we think with this provide we can win.
What's your weapon?
It's a spinner.
It's a spinner, and it looks like there's some sort of blade on there as well.
Yeah, it's a great blade, and it's about 10 kilos, and we think we can destroy the other robots with it.
A 16-legged walker, 200 kilos in allowable weight, has the spinner, 12 horsepower driven, rather cumbersome though.
From Essen in Germany, iBot 1 Beta.
Ein Skydrive could be gone in a blink of an eye.
We're with Björn, Tjörn and Kai. This is for a place in the World Qualifiers, lads.
Yeah.
How are you feeling right now?
We are not. I'm quite nervous, and Babas as well. But we think we can make it, and we are looking forward to it.
2 spinning discs, 2,500 watt power, 2 drive system motors at 1,500 watts, well armoured, can drive both sides up, but has little experience.
From Bruckberg in Germany, Reaper NP2.
Will it prove the Grim Reaper?
Right, what does your robot do?
It's got a simple lifter on the front, which I can also use as a crusher to hold the robot. So I got an advantage. The one can't drive on its back at all. I can flip him over, and the other one I think I can set on its side.
That does not sound like a German accent to me.
No, it's not. It's an American accent.
And how come you're going to be representing Germany if you go through?
Because I live in Germany, so...
Getcha, I see the connection there.
Part wedge form robot, invertible, has large tyres, plenty of traction, can lift up to 150 kilos. Thin armour though, and the weaponry is slow.
Roboteers, stand by.
Let's have a look at the teams then. Ansgar 3, Joachim and Sasha there on the left, Reaper on the right hand side, Brian Cutler and Martin Scholten. iBot 1 Beta all alone with the students Bjorn and Kai at the controls. In the arena for the house robot, Shunt. And there's Matilda as well, the old matriarch of mayhem, still with a blink in her eyes. Oh, I love her.
3, 2, 1.
So, watch out here, I think, for Reaper. First to show on Ansgar, but then you've got that Ansgar flailing blade. Low centre of gravity, 0 ground clearance. Oh, and it slammed Reaper into submission, I think. I think Reaper has been stopped stone cold in the water. iBot 1 Beta is still fighting, but you've just seen the Reaper team and Brian Cutler. I've got to admit, I fancied Reaper. I thought it had a stealth-like shape. But the first slam of Ansgar's powerful weaponry left it absolutely stunned and about to be counted out. And the pathway to the World Championships blocked for Reaper. It was grim in the end, and I'm not talking about a grim fairy tale ending. Ansgar's weaponry, watch out for that in Robot Wars. Reaper has gone. Shunt comes in with a bulldozer blade to push. And now we'll see the Reaper fly. Well, hopefully. Yes! Belatedly. And that stealth-like shape I was talking about looks rather crumpled and battered and torn. And another penetrating punch by Shunt's axe. Thrown through the air. Now, we will go through to to the World Championships. Ansgar, or Ibot 1 beta, on the edge of the pit, needs to get away. Haven't seen great use of the weaponry. It is teetering. It is gone. And Ansgar 3, as Reaper ends up in the pit as well. Ansgar 3, worthy World Championship competitors after qualifying.
Total mayhem in the arena. Vorsprung der Technik, as they say in Germany. Ansgar through to the World Championships. Congratulations.
Thank you.
This is the World Championships. What's the standard of roboteering in Germany like?
Oh, we have good robots. You may see here Tsunami in the earlier fights, and it's not the best drum, but it's one of the best.
Yeah. Your robot, it's a walker.
Yeah, it's a walker. It's a 200 kilo walker.
Yeah, and so that means it can be heavier than the other robots, which gives you a bit of an advantage.
Yeah, it can double as heavy as the other robots. That means 200 kilo maximum.
How does it work?
It makes about 15,000 steps in a minute.
15,000 steps a minute?
Yeah, and it works about 16 mph.
So it's in a bit of a hurry then?
It's a walker, it's a runner, not a walker.
Well, good luck in the World Championships. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Ansgar 3! Join me after the break when we get back to the serious business of the 7th Wars. See you then. Welcome back to Robot Wars. And after a blistering round 1, we're left with 4 ferocious fighting machines. I hope they're going to be happy going head to head.
Greg, this is how they line up. UFO against Judge Shred 3 in a minute. First, though, Mute against the Seeded Boys of Behemoth.
I've got to say, in round 1, I was so impressed. It looked absolutely astonishing out there.
Yeah.
You think you're going to beat Mute?
I'm not going to say anything. Things have happened always round 2 for the last 2 wars. We've always found the pit, so I'm not going to say anything.
Do you have tactics?
We've got to talk about that so far, but there are flipper bots, so it's going to be a bit of jumping around in there.
Yeah, it's going to be very manic in there. We self-right, they self-right, so it's going to be very manic, that's for sure.
Do you have tactics for this next round?
No, straight at them, best way.
You are fighting Behemoth. They're a pretty good machine. Yeah. They are the 10th seed.
Yep. The scoop's probably lower than us at the front, but if we can get sides or behind, no problem.
Because they've got a scoop and they've got an axe.
Axe, nothing. Don't touch it.
Really?
You don't want to see where Shunt hit us at the front?
Let's have a look where Shunt hit you at the front. Show it off. I'll show it on damage cam.
Scratch the paint.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
That's Shunt. So there, axe, nothing.
That is absolutely rubbish.
Mute.
So they think Shunt's axe is rubbish. We will have our revenge. Adam Emmett in the middle driving.
Behemoth.
Slower, steadier, stronger perhaps. Anthony Pritchard and Kane Aston, very experienced.
Roboteers, stand by.
Yellow and black warning stripes on Behemoth. The warning sounded out for the house robots like Matilda. And in the arena with her. Oh, good to see Mr. Psycho for the first time. Seems in good form, doesn't he? Got his dirt under those fingernails, I think.
3.
You tell him.
2. 1. Activate.
So, out they come, just for a place in the heat final. Behemoth turning. Mute, dashing and dapper. The quicker of the two. The lighter of the two. You won't be surprised to hear that. Only 4 kilos in it, mind you. Behemoth with a scoop. And Mute flipping itself right up in the air and over. It wasn't Behemoth that did this. It was Mute's own flipper. Hopped right up over Behemoth. Remember I said it has 4 kilos of CO2 on board, but it could use it up if it continues flipping like that. And look at Behemoth! They're stuck on the arena side wall, and they need to get out here. The number 10 seeds very, very quickly. Is that panic? It's certainly agitation. A jittery display by Behemoth? Surely not. They were favourites here, and they cannot get it out. They can now. And what have they done? Stuck in forward gear. They lifted themselves free of the arena wall, the bottom of the wall, and got themselves wedged on top. Behemoth in real trouble here. Oh, and it gets worse. Oh, and again, they need to get out quickly. Oh, they have done, but slam straight into Mr. Psycho because they're stuck in forward gear. They're not going to try and lift him up. No, 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 no. That is a little bit silly. There they go. Forward gear. Forward gear. Come on, this way. Over here. Another wall over here. Yeah, thank you. Oh, poor old Behemoth. Well, they managed to avoid the pit, but they've slammed into just about everything else there is in the arena. And I think control is gone. That's the power of Matilda's spinning flywheel tail, by the way. You see, they bulldozed their way into another sidewall, and they can't get out, can they? There's no reverse. Look at it. It'll need to be confirmed by Craig when he talks to them afterwards. But I think you'll find that stuck in forward gear. What can they do? All the experience there of 5 previous Robot Wars campaigns. And they're going to be counted down. Semi-finalists way back in the Second Wars. They've grown up with Robot Wars, and well done to them for coming back again and again and again. Cease. Driving forward, but driving themselves out.
Well, Behemoth go berserk, completely out of control. They're counted out. Mute go through to the heat final.
What do you say?
I don't know. Second round again, isn't it?
And what happened?
I've got no idea. They somersaulted over the top of us and it just locked into fast forward.
They nearly went out, but some magical trick over the top of us, they've locked up the drive into full forward. So for 2-3 minutes there until we had the link pulled out, it's just going around the arena. We had control of the bucket for some reason, but that's the only way we managed to turn it around using the bucket and go back and forth across the arena. But fortunately it stopped in a safe position, so...
You're just ping-ponging backwards and forwards after that, weren't you?
Yes, it said no control.
Because I thought you were stuck on the arena floor, but you weren't. You were just going forward all the time. You couldn't stop it going forward.
Locked in forward, fast forward, 12 mile an hour, full whack. Bit of smoke off the tyres.
Bit of smoke off the tyres.
Yeah.
How long have you been competing in Robot Wars?
Too long now, I think.
And you've never had the best of luck, have you?
No, there's always something gone wrong. It's... this year it was looking beautiful.
Seed, I thought could be your year. The bucket's working great. It's a lovely looking robot yours as well.
It's working fine, but obviously some weird, strange things happen.
It's not working that well now, is it?
No, it's just locked into forward.
You're great competitors. We always love having you. I just wish you'd have a little bit of luck one time.
Yeah, so would we.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Behemoth.
You were a bit lucky there,
They certainly are.
And something seriously went wrong there, because that was going to be a right ding-dong, I thought.
Yeah. We're very lucky, I think.
Okay, it's either Judge Shred or UFO in the final. Who would you want and who would you want to avoid?
We'll take UFO if we can.
Take UFO. What's wrong with Judge Shred? What scares?
We've already met Judge Shred once, so we know what they're like. So try a new robot. It's the best way.
Right. Hey.
Send the UFO into orbit.
Who writes your lines? It's nice to see you feeling confident, though, lads. It's Mute. Don't say a word.
Behemoth are out. That was a pretty dramatic ending to their career in the 7th Wars. What happened, Derek?
Well, I think the other robot, as it went over there, was shortest only out in their system, and it just went into fast forward and stayed there. But then we couldn't get the link out, but we managed it in the end with a crowbar, so it's safe, it's out. It's virtually undamaged, other than a little bit of electronics, but they're gone.
Yeah, there's confirmation, Derek. Behemoth gone, Mute through to the Heat L final to face either UFO or Judge Shred 3.